Where do people who make videos in their cars put their phones in camera? It's like 11 a.m. on a Monday morning. I don't want to be awake right now, but my brain is like filled to the brim with ideas. At the time of recording this, Security Breach came out on Thursday night, and I learned the entire lore in less than 24 hours. So I've got ideas. I've decided what I'm gonna make. You know those little, the wet floor sign robots? They're like my favorite character in the game. So when I went out, I had an idea. I got yellow cardstock, and I'm gonna figure out how to turn this into a little friend that it could like sit on my desk or something. And I'm going to film the process, so if it is successful, other people can make their own. Wish me luck! Okay, we're a little upside down because I have nowhere to put my tripod, but I guess this is the angle we're working at. The first thing that I'm going to do to get a good idea of what size this is going to be is measure the little rod that I'm going to use as the base. It's about 14 centimeters, which is about 5.5 inches. This is like a broken off piece, if you can't see, of something else that I just happened to find down here. So I don't recommend doing this. Find something that is not broken and cut it down if you need to. I'm just going to see how it works. The point of me doing this is I'm going to use it to like draw out a little base for its body. So about the body itself should go about 3/4 of the way up. I turned my paper a little just so you can see what I did for the base. I tried to make these two sides equal and give it just a little bit in the middle so it can fold over and be a little rounded. I might make a bottom for it, depending on if it needs it. And I'm also gonna have to make a head at some point. But we're gonna start with this and see if it stays the way I want it to first. It has been cut. The next step I think is gonna be to try to like fold this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little popsicle sticks I got and use them to make the bottom, because it's a pretty good size. So I'm going to see how that works. I don't have my... As soon as I get my hot glue gun, I am going to see how that works. The game plan is 3 across, this on top, and this through here, resting on that middle one. I'll probably find a way to glue those together too. I don't want to hot glue on camera out of fear of burning myself, so break time. Hold on. It's a little lopsided, but he's standing, so I'm gonna call that a success. So on this side you can see he stands about 6 inches, 15 centimeters tall so far. And all I've got to do is make a head. I gotta go look at a reference though. I've given up with my tripod, so we're doing this by hand for a little bit. This square is gonna be the head, and these are gonna be the little things that go on top of it. What I did here is I tried to divide it to make fold lines again, so it's kind of cubic. I don't know how that's gonna go. It looks like it's gonna work. I'm going to tape the back shut. It ended up a little short. I've got to make another. Or or you could just do that. Problem solved, I think. If you can't tell, the only thing causing problems are the little things on the top of its head. But otherwise, the base is completely built. I'm going to color it in and possibly find a solution when I'm done with that. Okay, here's a fun tip that I failed to consider before making this. Is that it's very hard to color on 3D surfaces, and you should probably do that beforehand. Don't be like me. In the process, I did fix the head by just adding more tape on both sides. There's probably a much easier way to do this, but I am on limited resources. And 1, 2, 3, a friend! I'm gonna be honest, for having no game plan whatsoever for this, and doing this completely with no instructions, I'm the one making the instructions, he's not that bad. But I know that I could definitely do it better, so maybe I'll revisit it someday. But anyways, there's our little buddy, all finished, ready to go do his job and warn some people about the wet floors.